I know ladies love this British accent. Okay, this is like that Twilight phase all over again, but this is the rap version of it. So I am going to be reviewing a rapper with a nice British accent, and I wonder what's going to happen to all the ladies out there.
I love his accent. I love those accents.
You know what? This review is canceled. Goodbye. Welcome again, you late night lurkers and you daytime workers who aren't working right now and watching this video. I appreciate you. Dish Won't Kill My Vibe, episode number 5.
Can you dig it, sucker?
5, man. Now, this episode today, oh, guess what? This is for all you lyrical lovers out there, all you guys that hate this mumble rap crap and want to tell the entire world that back in my day that rap was so good and used to mean something and every word used to mean something. It was poetry in motion, not this annoying stuff where everybody's just repeating everything. And you know, this one is for you guys right now, born in 1970 or before that, or maybe from the 80s, and you know, all that. This episode is dedicated to you.
You're not gonna hate man.
Because I have found a guy that has some of the best lyrics out there right now and dropped one of the most amazing projects. Wait, I forgot to mention, he has a British accent.
Hop out the 4-door with the 440 was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chilling in the corridor.
Yeah, I hope a lot of you guys didn't turn off this channel just because of that last comment, you know, because I feel like a lot of people either don't give subtitles a chance or foreign movies or foreign songs a chance, and if they heard this British rapping person, you know, maybe they're not going to give it a chance, which is a damn shame because, honest to God, like, this album that I'm talking about, Dave, We're All Alone in This Together, is actually one of these albums that absolutely caught me by surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And this was something that was released very recent, and I usually do give it a lot more time. But here's the thing. The more I listen to this album, the more I keep going back and increasing the score, because there's something I keep picking up from the last listen that's saying, wow, this is actually a really good project.
Write that down, write that down!
I want to give my cousin Sahib a shout out. He's the one that actually, introduced me to this guy. He said, yo, check out this guy. He's really, he's really good lyrically. It's not like something you've heard probably, anytime soon. So, waiting for Kanye to drop his album, I was getting kind of tired. So I was like, yeah, well, you know what? Let me check it out. But if Kanye dropped the album, I would have stopped reviewing it. Obviously, Kanye is trolling us once again, because it's Kanye. So I had plenty of time to listen to this album over and over and over and over again. And I must admit, it's actually a very good album, for somebody who's listening to this guy, Dave, for the first time. So a little bit of quick research I did. I looked up, like, who Dave is and where he's from. He's a British rapper. I guess he's really big in like the London scene or the UK scene or whatever. Like he's really popular, and he dropped an album in 2019 called Psychodrama, and it was one of the smash like hits, I guess, like that just captivated the audience, and people were giving this album, the first album, like all the roses in the world. They said this is one of the best albums of all time. Like no lie. Now I have to go back and actually listen to this album and find out what was the hype about it. But if it's anything like this album, I will completely understand it, because this album, We're All Alone in This Together, was just like a whirlwind of emotions going through the entire thing. Now, granted, this guy is only 23 years old from my research that I saw, and he's experienced, from his storytelling, he's experienced a lot. Like I know it must be tough to be like black, like just being black in America is tough, but I can only imagine being a British black citizen out there, you know. And he goes through this whole story of everything that he had to go through in his life. This whole album is just a whole showcase for all the things that he endured and had to observe through his life. It's just like a one big, you know, storytelling about his life so far. And, you know, he gives you like little history lessons about like what these, you know, like being a black British citizen and what you have to overcome, and how much, you know, people just look down upon you. And I completely understand, like, you know, we have the same problem in America. Like, it's relatable. Like, people are just going to look at you the same way. So from that perspective, I was like, okay, I really understand it. Now, he also gets into deep personal problems too, like things that he talks so beautifully about his mom and all the things that she had to sacrifice, and he feels so bad that, you know, his mom's dreams died just so that she can put her son in a better position to succeed. And those type of lyrics really hit with me, you know, personally, and I think it will hit with a lot of other people who are going to look back and reflect on all the things that your parents do. But if you can't go get past this whole like, oh, this British accent's so annoying or whatever, you know, like I can't help you. Like I like there's something wrong with you, okay? Like, I'm sorry, you wasted 5 minutes in your video right now, but like you know, like you need to grow up and actually give it a chance, because you're missing out on a very good album that's actually a lot more complex than mostly anything else I've actually heard throughout this year. I think it's gonna be a little bit different from what you usually have heard, because there are 12 tracks, right? But I don't know if this is like a UK rapping type of thing or whatever, but a lot of these tracks will go maybe like 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes long, and you might see that come sometimes like on American albums, but this album is actually filled with that 12 tracks over an hour. So a lot, like the average of these albums are just pretty ridiculous. I think there's a couple of skits in between. So when you think about it, you're like, wow, these tracks are pretty long, actually, thinking about it. So yeah, but I can't lie. I was drawn to actually some of the features that were on this album. I saw Snow Allegra, you know, who I've done the review for. I saw my boy James Blake. He's just one of the best voices I've ever heard in my entire life. And actually, so since I'm talking about James Blake, I guess I'll tell you my favorite track off of this album. Favorite track of this is called Both Sides of a Smile. It's actually featuring James Blake. And you know, it's a relationship song, and he's talking, and it's honestly just like, it's like actually hearing 3 different songs in one. It's pretty long. I want to say it's like 8 or 9 minutes long, and you get lost in these James Blake like singing, kind of like how you get lost in like Kid Cudi hums. You know, like it's kind of like James Blake has a little similar effect, and I'm not surprised about that. James Blake is amazing. So. And in between, there's a female that's rapping. I'm not too sure of her name, but she comes in and she says her piece because she knows that Dave's been cheating on her, and you know, she's been taken for granted, you know, and she let Dave know, and Dave acknowledges that, you know, he's like, I hate, you know, he's like, I'm messing around with American women, and he gets so scared whenever he sees a +1, I guess for the area code, +1, maybe that's the thing. But yeah, overall, like I'm actually really struggling to score this, because honestly, I think I might be undervaluing it a little bit. I've listened to it maybe like 7 or 8 times already, and I really enjoy a lot of these tracks, especially tracks 7 through 12. Like the second half of this album to me is just it's like on another level too. Like before all that, like see the R&B vibes, the pianos, the trap music, the Afro beats. You see all that in this album, so it's hard to say like what's his exact sound. But I guess this is a good thing. Like I've always mentioned, I always admire anybody who takes the chances. And Dave, I think on this album, took a lot of chances and did some things that he was probably not known for, but he excelled at for sure, 100%. With that being said, I was kind of juggling around with the score. I'm trying to figure out what to properly rate this, because every time I listen to it, I think I find something that I appreciate more and more. So right now, I am giving it a strong 8.8 rating, and I think that could actually get up to like a 9 point something. Maybe not like the top, the creme de la creme, because I need to be more familiarized with Dave as a person. That's just a personal level. Like, you know, like he's already set the bar very high for me. Now I need to go back and do my own research and listen to him. but I think an 8.8 is more than fair. It's definitely worth checking out. You might actually fall in love with this. All you lyrical guys out there that you want good music and you want some content, this is your album, okay? Like, if you don't listen to this album and you tell me, oh man, I thought you were gonna recommend some good music. No, this is on you, okay? The only reason why you won't like this album is because you can't get over the fact that he has a British accent, okay? So I don't know what to do about that part. That's on you. Anyways, I digress. Let's tone it down a little bit. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, peace.